Hey, what's up friends? Well, for today, the video will be me eating probably the most expensive food I've ever had in my life. As you guys know, for the regular viewers, I don't spend a lot of money. I don't buy really nice clothes, don't have a nice car. I'm a simple man. You tell me to like and subscribe, I like and subscribe. Plug. Today I will be dining at Uchiko here in Austin, Texas. It's about 10 minutes away. It seemed like a nice place, so your boy put on his finest $5 shirt he could find on Amazon, and I've also put on shoes for the first time. So as you can see, I've put on pants and shoes for arguably the first time since stay-at-home orders began. I want to go ahead and take a look at the menu with you guys before I go. This is their menu. They got core, vegetarian, drinks, sake, social. Just gonna scroll through the menu for you guys. Take a look. Let me know what you would eat. Person I'm going with, they spent like $700 for a meal, a dinner, and I was like, what? Because for me, you guys know I spent about $60 to $70 a week. That'd be 3 months of groceries, right? So I don't know if I can justify this meal, but I'm not paying. So it should be fun. I'm hoping the food is delicious. And then eventually I'm gonna do a whatever $400 meal versus a $4, $40 meal. Do a taste test for you guys. Let's go. Lucy, what do you have to say about spending $700 on sushi and wagyu beef?
Oh, well, you see, Dad, that's a lot of money, and really, I have no concept of money because you're my daddy and you pay for everything.
You're damn right. So this one recently had like hives and diarrhea. An exam, a fecal test, and 2 medications ran about $159. I guess your boy will be eating cereal and ramen for a while. But check in with you soon. Bye. Hey, what's up friends? So we're back from dinner. Hope you enjoyed that B-roll. Now I'm gonna just talk through some of the foods. Well, I gotta say, I'm still hungry, like very hungry. We spent, as you saw from the receipt, I think it was like basically $560. Previously they spent about $800. But I just want to give some reactions on some of the foods we had. My favorite, my least favorite, which one I thought was the best bang for your buck. I came home and I'm eating this instead. So here is a banh mi. This will tell you a lot about me. So this is only half. They come in a foot long. So like Subway, you got your $5 foot long. This is $3.50. So this is Don's Cafe down in Houston, Chinatown. Check them out. But inside, let me show you what we're working with here. So you got your toasted French baguette. This one is pork. So you got your pork meat, pickled veggies. So it is pickled cucumber slices and carrot slices. You have cilantro on top and then a jalapeno. And then there is mayonnaise as well. But like I said, your boy's a simple man, and this $3 banh mi, so this is technically like $175. Carrot, Let me show you this pork. Ooh, got a nice fatty piece. Sorry, this is kind of gross. Guess I didn't have to do that, but look, you can see the grill lines. That is so good. But why spend hundreds of dollars when you can spend like $3? We're gonna eat this, drink some 7 Leaves, milk tea with grass jelly. As you guys know, I like that grass jelly flavor a little more than just boba these days. Love that every time. This is one of my top 3 boba chains. That's solid. And then lastly for dessert, we got a mochi donut. Just kind of been sitting there, but we'll get to that. All right, first things first. Let's take a look at the foods. And while I was eating them, classic Isaiah, I had rankings for me and my friends. I have an obvious favorite. If I could go back, and the craziest thing is like each bite, each single piece is like $10. I could probably eat 10 of that, so I gotta save some money to justify a $100 spend on these little wagyu nigiri pieces. But first up, we have the, let me go ahead and get their menu up too. Check out their menu. It is quite extensive. There's so many options. That was one of my like takeaways too. There's just so much and so much food that I've never had before. So really thankful for this opportunity just to try new food. It was just cool. This was my first time eating at a restaurant that had a James Beard Award. And the founder of Uchi and Uchiko here in Austin is Tyson Cole, and he's the one that won the James Beard Award. This is the Hama chili. It is just like a cool appetizer. It is $18.50. It is Japanese yellowtail, ponzu, Thai chili, and orange supreme. Speaking of Supreme, I saw that there was this kid, he's like maybe 21 now. He started collecting Supreme clothing since he was like 14 years old, and he just sold the entire full collection of every Supreme shirt, whatever, hat, pants, or something like that for like $2 million. So that's pretty neat. Good for you. Also, check out my shirt. This is my PJs, Christmas themed, Ultimate Frisbee. So I rated that a 7 out of 10, and my buddy rated it 8 out of 10. Next up, we have the snow crab. We'll take a look at that, and this is how it's served. It's just one little piece on this wooden plank. But he gave it an 8 out of 10. Ooh, so this one is the yokai berry. What I'm trying to show you, it's not in focus, but that was Dinosaur Kale. So yokai berry, $17, another cool appetizer. Scottish salmon, as my dad likes to say, salmon. Dinosaur Kale, Asian pear, and yuzu. Oh, funny is my team calls me Isu because one of my customers emailed me back, hey Isu, I-S-U. I'm like, I don't know where the heck you got that. My name's Isaiah, and it's in the email. Don't you hate it when people do that? But speaking of dinosaur, hold up, I got an idea.
1 hour later.
Look at this. So here's a shirt that I never got to wear as an ugly Christmas sweater. But it's a Lucy, she just... No. You heard the tree Rex. She's going crazy because it's jingling. It's a... Lucy, oh my god. It's a tree Rex. Little Christmas outfit. Hey, she's trying to steal my food. Lucy, say hi. But it's quite cozy. It's from H&M. I bought it a couple years ago and never got the opportunity to wear it. But that's yokai berry. And I literally ordered that just because it said Dinosaur Kale. Like, no other reason. On taste, I gave it a 6 out of 10. Honestly, it tasted kind of weird. Too fruity. Yeah, it has pears and it also had blueberries. Next up, we have the Madai. Now, this was a crowd favorite. What you see here, each piece is $5. It is Japanese bream, shiso, Meyer lemon zest, and olive oil. I really like this one. It was light. Everyone pretty much had good things to say about it. So I gave it an 8 out of 10. My buddy gave it a 9 out of 10. So next, what you see here is the Tiger Cry. So it's $16. It's grilled wagyu, red pepper, charred green onion, and rice paper. I liked it. Never really had something like this where it was beef on the inside. It was pretty light and packed a punch. It was quite flavorful. Different than anything else I had eaten up to that point. And I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Okay, now this is my favorite one. Just looking at this makes me happy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God, that looks so good. So it's just rice, a slice of 72-hour aged wagyu, and a dash of wasabi on top. Not spicy. In Chinese, we call it qiang. Qiang means, I think it translates to choke, but you know that feeling when you eat wasabi and like the top of your throat and the back of your nose is like fire. It's on fire. That is qiang. Oh, but look at that. It looks so good. I can taste it in my mouth. Each one of these little pieces was $10. Like I said, it is 72-hour wagyu short rib. I can't even explain it. I'm still mind blown. I want to just get a whole rack of them, like 10, and just pop them, but that'd be $100. It just melts in your mouth. I've never had meat just melt in your mouth. And I know some of you think you've had like wagyu here in the States. American wagyu, you can get it like at HEB, any market really. But on the higher end, I forgot what the unit price. If you go to H Mart, for example, I'll pop in a little short clip here. I think it's like $55 per pound. And these little beef slices that you throw on the grill kind of thing. But I gave it a 10. I had it again and I gave it a 10 again. Of course, my buddy gave it a 10 as well. Next, what you see here is actually, it's called hot rock. So the hot rock is just wagyu beef on a Japanese river rock that's heated. They tell you to sear it anywhere from just like 8 to 11 seconds based off how you like to eat your beef. And then there's ponzu for you to dip it in, and that's $17.50. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Next up is the hotate. Okay, what you see here, the hotate is $4.50 for a piece. It is a raw diver scallop with spicy aioli and avocado. And I actually really like this one. I gave it a 9.5 out of 10. So that is currently my number 2 choice. Next up, we have the lobster gunkin nigiri. Gunkin sounds like Gundams or a Pokemon. Gunkin. Lobster gunkin nigiri. It's $10 for a piece. It's just lobster and seaweed and rice, I think. But I gave that a 9 out of 10. Pretty buttery, just kind of melted in your mouth too. And lastly, this was an audible made by our waitress. We said, okay, what is something that will kind of like top off this meal? And she chose the bluefin Gyutoro. And that is just a fatty tuna belly. And it was a fatty slice. There's actually an extra fatty tuna belly called the bluefin Otoro. But we just went with the fatty one. $16 a piece. And I rated that an 8.5 out of 10. Back to my peasant meals. Now don't worry, I'm not like this poor bastard. My buddy always asks me like, why do you not spend anything? It's not like you don't make good money. And I'm like, yeah, but I got my own goals. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how you guys are right now in your stage of life, but for me, I don't want to be working forever. I do like what I do. I like the people I work with. I love customer interactions and I like making money, but that's not the end all be all for me. When I started to look at money differently in the sense of money is time, that changed my spending habits completely, right? Instead of looking at this dinner as just $450 or $550, I look at it from how long would it take for me to get this $550 back, right? Is it a couple hours? Is it a couple deals? What is it, right? Each person's different. But when I look at it that way, I treat it differently. And same with the money that I've saved and invested. How much time does that buy me so that I have options? Options in the sense of if I feel like I'm in a dead end and I don't like my job, well, I might have an out. I can leave. If I want to pursue a new passion or a side hustle or a business, well, now I have the funds to do so. If I want to take time off and go on a good vacation, well, now I have that option as well. So option, option, option. And I want you guys to have option. That's really all I had. Nothing crazy. Just wanted to show you what I ate. What a cool experience. Never, ever, ever eaten something so expensive before. For some of you, you might be like, that's nothing. That's still pleb money. What are you talking about? For me, didn't grow up this way. This was cool. So thank you to my buddy for treating me out. That is so cool. But you know me already, like I find a lot of joy in the simple things. Now let's try this. The mochi donut. I shouldn't have let this sit because now it's a little wet. Have you guys ever had cronuts, croissant donuts? Ooh, look at that. So I think this one's matcha flavored. It has a little contamination from the sprinkled one, sprinkles. Okay. The consistency of these also, dude, these are hella oily, but it doesn't taste like oil. They are super, super chewy, but it doesn't feel dense or heavy. I was thinking maybe they'd be a little flaky. I had cronuts in my head, but the consistency of these really tastes like the egg waffles that you can get Taiwanese street market, where they're just like flipping them rapidly. Something that I will always praise and be appreciative about. When it comes to Asian food and desserts, it's never too sweet. Right here, I think in America, we pump everything with really addictive, like high fructose corn syrup. This is really light. And then my drink, I can change the sugar level too. But this right here all together, about $6. And your boy is happy with my greasy fingers. Thanks for hanging out. If you haven't already, like and sub, would appreciate that. Trying to grow the channel, create some more cool content for you guys to enjoy when I have free time. So love you guys. Say bye to the tree Rex. Cheers. Love you guys. Ooh, look at that. Also, if I didn't make it clear, the one you have to try is the Gyutoro. You're welcome. Try it. Try it. Like the video. Subscribe. Try it. Bye.
Woohoo! Yes, we got it!